Hello my honeys, welcome back to my channel. I am Bumblebee Fern. You can find me over on Instagram at the Frolicking Fern. And today we are going to be working on a boob mold. I'm just kidding, it's an orb mold. And I'm going to be making these orbs with the intention of for meditation and just kind of bringing the peace and calmness and just stillness of mind that meditation requires, and that it's sometimes so difficult to obtain, especially with everything going on right now and just the craziness of everyday life. I thought it would be helpful, for myself included, to have something to hold. Crystals work amazing as well, but I thought having some botanicals that will help bring your mind back if it starts to stray to the place where you are trying to be in your meditation. So if you want to see that, keep watching. So as you just saw, we just worked on this little double boob mold right here. It's gonna make some awesome, I'm hoping like orbs. And go ahead. Yeah, it's okay. So as you also saw during the video, when I started pouring the resin in, I didn't take into account that the top piece would float up. So I actually ended up sitting there for about at least 30 minutes, holding it down until the resin cured enough for it to stay down on its own. So I'm curious to see how much resin is actually like around, got pushed and smashed out through this bit. So it might be messy looking at first, but let's take a look. Oh yeah, I can see a lot of resin. You can see that like a piece in there. Hopefully my mold doesn't get too messed up. So I'm pretty sure this is not going to be super clear because the mold is kind of matte, so we will definitely be top coating. Oh. Oh, so look at that. These actually turned out much better, not like they're actually loose without a bunch of work that I have to do. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's gonna be gorgeous. I'm gonna do our top coat. Hang in there. I'm gonna be doing that in this video too because I think it's gonna be so satisfying. I am so excited for that. So I'm just gonna sand off this bit and clean up the edges. Let's take a look at the other one. So this one, I think it was this one, had already started curing. It's cured a lot faster than the previous one. And when I tried to add a little bit of like glitter in those little bubbly orb things, it was already hardened, so they stayed at the top. So I'm curious what those will look like, but oh my gosh, look, it's like a mystery orb. There's the bottom. So I gave it like a nice moss bed, and then I also put some stress salts in there, lavender, some chamomile, and then some roses. So let me clean these up and then we will get to the top coating process. y'all. So what did you think about that? Let me tell you, these took a long time to finish up and they're still not completely done. I have been kind of going through the process of figuring out what is going to be the best way to get them a very shiny finish without having to keep sanding down the bottoms, because when you put the top coat on, it drips down and then it ends up having drips at the bottom. With orbs, it's not something that you can tape off or really put on something that will keep it from getting a drip. So I've been having to top coat and then sand the bottom and then top coat the bottom, and then it just ends up like this big crazy mess. So I came up with that idea which is obvious, this is obviously not my own idea, but I did some research and decided to sand them down with multiple different kinds of sandpaper. I have some of them here, but there's like literally like, I don't know, like 15 stages of sanding and like the different grains and coarseness that I went through to get them to this point. And then I'm still having to go through and I will be polishing them up. So unfortunately, I'm trying to get this video out today, so you won't be able to see the final shots, but I will be taking photos for you and putting them on my Etsy, of course. So a couple of things that did happen with these. They're not super perfect. This is my first shot. I'm still gonna sell them for more of a discounted price because the energy and the intention is still there. And for me, they really still bring that, that calmness and just like that, the beauty that you can admire. So I think somebody might be able to enjoy these. If not, then they'll sit in my Etsy store, but they do, you can see like that little bit of where I put those pearls in there. Let me see if I even have them. Well, you're like not seeing the giant mess that is my table right now, but so I put these little orbs in there hoping that they would kind of float down and maybe some of them still get stuck, so it almost looks like they're trickling down. Didn't work out that well. This one had cured way faster than the other, and you can see, hopefully I'm trying to get it without, you can see they kind of settle on top there. So there's a little bit there, and then this one is actually much better. It does have like a little bit of glitter floating, which I kind of like, but you can see that. And so I have some better shots that I will show you at the end of this video that I did get when it was a bit shinier. But like I said, these are gonna be like super glossy and beautiful by the time I'm done with them. I absolutely love, like you can see all the beautiful, it looks like a little garden bed, just like a little snapshot of a meadow or something. I honestly really love it. So these are very much for me inspired by the Fae energy that I've been feeling a lot of recently. And I've been trying to work with them more in my garden and in my outdoor spaces. I'm not ready yet to invite them into my indoor spaces because that's a bit much for me and to me a little bit scary. But these beauties, like as you saw in the video, underneath and within the moss, there are different herbs and there are stress salts and all kinds of different goodies in there to really promote those energies and those intentions. So let me know what you think. I really love them. They will be in my shop, which you can find the link in the description below. My Etsy is Bumblebee Botanica, if you didn't know that already. And I also just started an Instagram page for Bumblebee Botanica, but I haven't posted anything yet. So you can go over there and follow that if you like. It's connected to my Instagram, my normal Instagram, the Frolicking Fern. So let me know what you think of these. I will definitely be making more. I also did a sneak peek for next week's video, or maybe next week, I don't know. Maybe it will end up being a couple weeks from now because I had just shot another video as well for a custom order. But sneak peek, this beauty right here, I'm so in love with it so far. It is so beautiful so far. I can't even, like, I cannot wait for it to turn out. And I still have quite a few things to add, and it's going to be a much longer process, but hopefully the process of getting this mold shiny, this one's shiny, isn't gonna be as bad because the mold is already shiny. So that's the problem I ran in with these ice cube molds, because this is actually an ice cube mold, and with ice cubes, obviously you don't have to worry about them being shiny because they will kind of start to melt and get shiny themselves. So anyways, it's been a process, and we will see if I will be making more of these, depending on how y'all like them, what y'all think about the idea of having a smaller orb that's just, it fits honestly so beautifully in your hand. And for me, like if I was sitting in meditation, I'd be sitting it with my hands in my lap, kind of just able to feel this and feel its energy and let it ground me and ground me and my body and my mind. So that was my intention. I think they turned out beautiful. I think they're gonna be even more beautiful once I shine them up. So go check out the pictures And I'll probably post that video as well on Instagram so you can really appreciate the kind of shine and luster and the clarity. Because right now that clarity is just like, it's not where it could be, but still so beautiful. And yes, so let me know what you think. And I think that's it. I will talk to y'all later. I'll see you next week on Saturday for another Enchanted Creations episode. And make sure you like and subscribe this video if you liked it and if you want to see more of my content. Yes, blessed be. Bye.